So anyway, this is what we're doing when we work with the shields and all of that. And linguistic template reprogramming grids they're similar. Now there's a thingy out there that's an ism that's been around for I think 20 years or something. They call it neuro-linguistic programming. This is different. This stuff doesn't go into the shield cores. I mean, they're using stuff. What they're doing is reprogramming strand 2 and 3, which is the emotional body and the mental body. They're using the mental body and language to resequence the emotional body, and that creates a little bit of a physical shift. You can get a physical shift on that as far as it's like not hugely more powerful than the power of positive thinking kind of stuff. You know, yes, you will create different chemicals in your body by thinking thoughts that are of a positive nature as opposed to a negative nature. But what you won't do, no matter how hard you think it, without knowing how to run frequency, is fix Metatronic implants or get your shadow healed or get your dancer decoded. All right? So this is a level of using language as the tool of sound and light that it is to be able to activate more quickly the nodes, which means you can anchor more quickly the higher parts, your Rishik level and your higher levels. So it's a more powerful version of that type of neuro-linguistic stuff and all of that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you stop there, you're going to be here for a long time. Is to assist in the process of accelerating DNA activation so you can more rapidly incorporate your higher dimensional spiritual identity. It has a little fringe benefit. When the Maharic Seal frequency is in your bioenergetic field, nothing from dimension 1 up to dimension 12, anything with polarized consciousness, cannot infiltrate your field while you have a Maharic pillar around you. So, in this day and age, when there's a lot of interference coming from the middle dimensional spectrum, because our Templar is activating, this is used by the Azurite Temple as a protection device, but it's also a device that simply stimulates your natural ability to hold a Maharic Seal. It's temporary, because it will work and hold for a period of time, but because your DNA can't fully activate to 12 yet, the body and the energy field around you can only sustain that 12th dimensional frequency that you're going to draw in only for a time. So it will dissipate in the field, and the fields will go back to their normal. If you're involved in any kind of activity, be it healing work, like if you do Reiki or anything like that, if you do channeling, if you do psychic readings, if you talk to angels, any of that kind of thing, if you do it after you do a Maharic Seal, it'll A, amplify the effects of everything you're doing. B, if there's any distorted frequencies in what you're doing, like if you're healing and you happen to have a DNA template distortion from 300,000 years ago that you don't know you had, you're transmitting that into somebody's field. You use the Maharic Seal first, it will realign that. The D12 frequency has the power to realign all the frequencies below it into their natural organic pattern. So it is a synthesizing frequency that will help you to clear your fields. It will help you to amplify your consciousness. It'll help you to be able to see higher frequency. If you happen to be able to be good at psychic reading or something and you can see D4, you know, the next dimension up, this will take you up into D6 within about a year if you actually use it. You know, so there are things that this will do for you that can, I find it wonderful. I use it all the time just to, when I want to say, when I'm speaking before a group, if I just want to be centered in my, divine presence, just to let source move through me, I simply run the Maharic Seal really fast. This is like, when you get used to it, there's steps you have to do. The more you do them, the more the body understands the program and just starts to click into it, so you can do it like in 3 seconds. So this is this is the short version, but it's still several steps that we'll go through. But I just want you to understand, it's not something that, should I do that? Is it going to do something to me that's not natural, It's only stimulating what's naturally yours, okay? It's something that's internal, that when you fully activate as a 12-strand being, you will have that permanently, and you'll never have to do a temporary Maharic Seal again, But in the meantime, it's a way to strengthen your fields. It will help you increase your health, your immune system. It will help you in just about anything. If you want to concentrate, if you're working on a project at work, or if you're getting fatigued at work and you have to deal with people, just take a minute out and just run the Maharic Seal. Let the energy move through you, and it will energize you. So I love this technique. I don't like the fact that I have to think about it, because there's a million other things that I'd rather be doing with my brain because I'm always over busy. But when I get into a space where, 3 weeks go by and I haven't bothered to do my Maharic Seal, and I wonder why I'm starting to get grouchy and just fatigued and things are bothering me a little more. I'm so used to getting in that space because I used to use it a lot, that when I don't do it, my fields start to feel it. They start to lose frequency and they start to go down a bit. So this technique, I just want you to know, it's perfectly safe, and it's also a technique that if you're dealing with anybody else's energy work, I would recommend using it. Because if there's any distortions or manipulation happening, and see, humans don't know if there's astral distortion coming in. You know, we're not trained yet to tell. This is part of the stuff that we train people to do, is to be able to scan the fields and see if anything that shouldn't be there is, trying to mess with people. This will work for protection, but its main purpose is for acceleration of spiritual and DNA development.
The Maharic Seal and the Liquid Light Cleanse. Make sure you're comfortable in a quiet room, although play music if you wish. Settle down and draw a few deep breaths before we begin. Please close your eyes and visualize the image of a flat, two-dimensional, six-pointed Star of David, the Merkaba star. If you have difficulty visualizing, simply intend that you see the six-pointed star in white, stationed at the sixth chakra on the inside of the forehead. It may help to visualize or intend the white six-pointed Star of David appearing on a dark or a black background. Don't be concerned if at first you can't produce the full image. Take a few moments to bring the intention and the visual fully into position at the sixth chakra on the inside of your forehead. And as you continue to visualize or imagine the white six-pointed Star of David, we want you to move this white Merkaba star image over towards the left in your inner field of vision. Having placed the white Merkaba star to the left of your inner field of vision, and don't worry too much about it remaining there, bring to your attention in the center of your inner field of vision once more the image of another Merkaba star, but this time made of dark silver light, the kind of dark silver that you might see associated with aluminium cookware, for example. As you become comfortable with your visualization of the dark silver star, return your attention to both of them, the white Merkaba star positioned to the left of your inner field, the dark silver star in the center. Imagine or visualize bringing both of these stars together in your inner field of vision, until eventually they merge into one Merkaba star symbol made of pale silver light. This pale silver double Merkaba star symbol is called a Hierophant, and it represents the scalar wave template that governs the release of phase lock on the Maharic shield. Visualize or imagine this Hierophant symbol clearly in your mind. Then shift your attention to the sound of your breath. Take several slow, deep breaths. Whilst holding the visual of the pale silver double Merkaba star symbol. On the next exhale, use the force of your breath to forcefully push the Hierophant symbol down from its position at the 6th chakra, through the central body current, and into the Earth's core. Take a few more slow breaths while visualizing or imagining the Hierophant symbol in the center of the Earth's core. As you focus on the sphere representing the Earth's core and the Hierophant symbol placed at its center, imagine that the Hierophant begins to spin in the Earth's core. The dark silver Merkaba star and the white Merkaba star spinning in opposite directions. Spin the Hierophant progressively faster until it takes on a life of its own. As you do this, you will find the Hierophant will pop and expand to form a pale silver sphere of light, spinning in the Earth's core. As this popping and expansion process proceeds, observe the pale silver Hierophant sphere spinning in the Earth's core, and then visualize or imagine that a huge horizontal pale silver spinning disk emerges out from the Hierophant sphere, forming a massive pale silver disk of light, spinning throughout the Earth and extending outward into the atmosphere as a rotating horizontal plane. This horizontal disk plane extending through the Earth represents the Mahara Hoover body, or Maharic shield, of the planetary morphogenetic field, the pre-matter liquid light scalar grid composed of frequency from dimensions 10, 11, and 12. Using the Hierophant wave template, you have now activated the planetary Maharic shield, opening the planetary biofeed interface system into your own bioenergetic field. This constitutes opening your personal Cathara grid and morphogenetic field into the planetary Cathara grid and morphogenetic field, allowing you to draw an unlimited supply of energy from the planetary field. You can draw in only as much as your personal morphogenetic field can hold. With repetition of this practice, the energy holding capacity of your Cathara grid progressively increases, allowing you a continually expanding supply of energy for healing and revitalization. Whilst remaining aware of the planetary Maharic shield spinning on a horizontal plane throughout the Earth's body, return the focus of your attention to the spinning silver Hierophant sphere rotating at Earth's core. You will now use the Hierophant sphere to activate your personal Maharic shield and release the 12th dimensional pillar of light within your bioenergetic field. Take several slow, deep breaths now, while visualizing or imagining the Hierophant sphere spinning in Earth's core. About 6 inches thick, trailing behind the Hierophant as it rises up to the 12th chakra, positioned 6 inches below your feet. One end of the silver cord remains rooted in Earth's core. The other end is attached to the Hierophant sphere and follows its movement. Visualize the 12th chakra as a small transparent disc about 3 inches in diameter, positioned 6 inches below the feet. As you inhale, stop the movement of the Hierophant in the center of the 12th chakra, imagining the sphere beginning to spin, and visualize the diameter of the 12th chakra disc expanding to about 6 inches diameter as the Hierophant spins at its center. Once you've done this, take a few slow, deep breaths as the Hierophant spins in the center of the 12th chakra. On the next inhale, draw the Hierophant sphere up from the 12th chakra, through the central body current, and up to the 14th chakra, which is positioned approximately 36 inches above the head. As the Hierophant sphere rises, visualize the 6-inch thick silver cord drawing up through the 12th chakra and further up through the central body current, following the path of the Hierophant sphere to the 14th chakra. Visualize the silver cord as a long, thick, pale silver cord of light running from the Earth's core through your body and out the top of your head, connecting to the 14th chakra 36 inches above your head. Take several deep, slow breaths while imagining that you can feel the sensation of this massive current of clear, pure energy running up through the center of your body. On the next exhale, push the spinning Hierophant sphere down through the central body current, while leaving the top end of the pale silver cord attached to the 14th chakra. Move the Hierophant down through the 12th chakra 6 inches below the feet, and stop the Hierophant 6 inches below the 12th chakra. Overall, a position about 12 inches below your feet. So, move the Hierophant down through the 12th chakra 6 inches below the feet, and stop it 6 inches below that position. This is the location of the Maharic shield within the morphogenetic field of the body. Just breathe slowly and visualize the Hierophant spinning progressively faster 12 inches beneath the feet until the Hierophant takes on a life of its own and suddenly pops and expands to form an expanding horizontal disc of pale silver light, spinning in the position you've placed it, 12 inches beneath the feet. Feel the disc as it forms a circular platform, 10 to 12 feet in diameter below your feet. Now, call to mind the image of the massive horizontal disc of pale silver light spinning through the Earth's body, the planetary Maharic shield. Imagine the sensation of the large, spinning, pale silver platform spinning 12 inches beneath your feet, your personal Maharic shield. Breathe slowly and deeply while visualizing or imagining a massive rush of pure, cool, pale silver energy running from the planetary Maharic shield up through the pale silver cord and into the personal Maharic shield 12 inches beneath your feet. Just breathe as this energy runs, filling your Maharic shield to its energy holding capacity. Just breathe easily whilst imagining this flow of pale silver energy. When your Maharic shield has received as much pale silver energy as it can hold, it will simply take on a life of its own, seeming suddenly to pop and expand upward into an oscillating pale silver pillar of light, surrounding and permeating the body. A tube of light extending beyond the body about 18 inches to 24 inches in each and every direction, and running from the Earth's core all the way up to your 14th chakra, positioned 36 inches above your head. As you breathe this pale silver energy, allow yourself to feel the reality of your body encased in the cool, refreshing, pale silver pillar of oscillating light. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, imagine the energy from the pillar emanating through all of your body cells. When you have practiced this technique for a little time, you are encouraged to remain at this particular stage for as long as feels appropriate to you. But at this point, your bioenergetic field will now be sealed with a protective barrier of 11th and 12th dimensional frequency, the Maharic Seal itself. As the pale silver pillar of light oscillates around you, place your attention for a moment at the 13th chakra in Earth's core. On the next inhale, imagine that you draw a final spark of pale silver light from the Earth's core. You will draw this spark up through the pale silver cord, into the main vertical channel of the Kathara grid, and into the center of the 4th heart chakra. You may do this now. On the next inhale, draw a final spark of pale silver light from the Earth's core, all the way up the cord, all the way into the 4th heart chakra. Breathe slowly and easily, whilst visualizing energy from the silver spark radiating throughout the embodied 12-tree Kathara grid, filling it with pale silver light. And when the Kathara grid has reached its energy holding capacity, the 12th chakra will automatically contract to decrease the flow of silver light from the Earth's core. As the 12th chakra contracts, the planetary Maharic shield stops spinning and transmitting energy through the silver cord, returning the silver cord to its dormant state. The Maharic Seal, pale silver pillar of light, will remain in your bioenergetic field for between 1 and 3 hours. Over a 3-month period of frequent, consistent daily practice of this process, the Maharic Seal will self-sustain in the bioenergetic field for periods of between 12 and 14 hours. It's also important to note that use of this technique allows a healing facilitator to activate the Maharic shield and seal in others through the Maharic infusion process, while the facilitator's pillar remains active. Progressive use of the Maharic Seal and running the liquid light creates a reciprocal clearing, reordering, and realignment of the Kathara grid holographic template, and all subtle energy and physical systems built upon it. The lower Hoover bodies are progressively cleared and realigned with the original perfection of the pre-matter liquid light Mahara Hoover body, and the body and genetic code progressively expand to hold higher dimensions of conscious awareness.